Once you are ready to move on to the deployment phase of your project, you can click on the Deployment tab on the website. From the Deployment tab, you can manage SaniPath Tool data collection. Remember that once you are in the deployment phase, you can no longer make changes to the environmental pathways, survey types, or populations of interest. However, you will still be able to add neighborhoods. In addition, when you proceed from training to deployment phase, the most updated mobile data collection forms will be automatically posted to Kobo Toolbox, and any pilot forms and data will be erased. If you have created advanced forms, you should save a copy of the XLS forms and re-upload them once in the deployment phase, as these training forms will be erased. Otherwise, you should be prepared to make changes manually once more on the XLS forms. Along the top of the page, you once again see the tabs for the different parts of your deployment, and along the side, you have buttons to navigate through different parts of the deployment page. You also still have access to the different links at the very top of the screen to check on Kobo Toolbox form status, go to Kobo Toolbox, contact us, edit the account, and log out. You can check the latest forms that have been uploaded to Kobo Toolbox by clicking on Kobo Form Status on the top right-hand corner of the screen. On Kobo Form Status, you can see the last date where your forms were posted and time, and you can also download paper and XLS forms during your deployment. You can also use the Go to Kobo link to upload your advanced XLS forms. You will log in to Kobo Toolbox with the same username and password that you use for logging into the SaniPath tool. You can also use this feature to enter data in your mobile forms from a desktop computer. This and other features that can be accessed from the Go to Kobo link are covered in further detail in the Kobo Toolbox instruction videos. Once the deployment forms have been successfully posted to Kobo Toolbox, you will need to delete the training phase forms from your Kobo Collect app on your Android devices. Once deleted, you can download the final deployment phase forms and begin data collection. Please see the tutorial videos on installing and using Kobo Collect app for more instructions on adding and deleting forms. At the top of the Deployment tab, you have the ability to add another neighborhood, similar to the Configure tab. If you click on the Register a New Neighborhood tab or button, you will be prompted to enter the name of any additional neighborhoods you may want to add mid-deployment. This function will not delete any data you already have stored on the server. However, remember to update the forms on your device once you have added a neighborhood. There is also a button that allows you to download a data dashboard. Clicking this button will download a CSV file that summarizes the different types of data that are collected and includes raw data from the different forms on subsequent tabs. So if I click Download Dashboard, you can see that an Excel spreadsheet with the data has been downloaded. The first tab includes a summary of the data that have been collected, and along the bottom you can see subsequent tabs that contain the raw data for each type of data collection form. You can also download raw data by clicking on the Raw Data button on the sidebar, which will then take you to the bottom of the page where you can individually download the data from each of your survey or form types. For example, you can choose to download the sample collection survey, or you can choose to download the analysis information that we, in this case, used IDEX for. Here's an example of the raw data. Additionally, from this page, you can monitor the data that has been submitted to the server. By clicking on the buttons on the left-hand sidebar, you can monitor data from behavioral surveys, sample collection, and lab processing. So for example, when we look at the behavioral survey that were collected for this example, you can see that we have 100 household surveys, 4 school surveys, and 4 community surveys. In addition, you can see the number of each type of sample that were collected in every neighborhood, as well as how many of those samples have been processed or unprocessed, meaning have they been fully analyzed and the data recorded. You can use this page to make sure that the number of submissions from your data collection exercise match the amount of data you have planned to collect. It can also be a useful way to monitor the raw data for any suspicious or inconsistent data. For more information on troubleshooting data as they are submitted, please refer to our troubleshooting guide.